Waking up bloated used to be totally normal for me, even when I was eating super healthy foods, and it was such a discouraging feeling. But once I changed these nighttime habits, I started waking up with like a flatter belly. I felt so much lighter and I just looked less puffy. It is wild how much your nighttime routine affects your digestion and how you feel waking up in the morning. And these 9 habits are gonna get you a flatter tummy overnight. And let me tell you, they are all important, but when I shared number 5 on Instagram, it went crazy viral because it just works so well. If you're trying to get a flatter belly and ever wake up feeling like a bloated little puffer fish, this video is for you. Do me a favor, hit the like button. That tells me to make more videos like this and helps other women find our community. And if you're not already, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my weekly videos helping you on your health and fitness journey. Oh, and don't forget, I do giveaways every week for my subscribers, so all you have to do is be subscribed and drop a comment down below, and I'll share the winners each week over in the post channel. The first thing I changed has made a lot of people on the internet mad, but I feel like it has made such a huge difference for me, especially when it comes to my digestion overnight and how I wake up feeling. And that is having a light protein focused dinner. So basically something I switched a while ago was how I structure my meals throughout the day. Not a huge dramatic change, but I started really doing more of my starchy carbs at breakfast and lunch and kind of my snacks and trying to taper them off. So at night, I'm really mostly getting my carbs from vegetables. So my sweet potatoes, butternut squash, like those type of things instead of like think rices and pastas. Of course, I occasionally have those as well, but I feel my best and I feel the least puffy and bloated the next day when I actually mostly focus on those lean proteins. A couple of key things when I'm making my dinners to really help me be less bloated. I limit my salt. So obviously if you're going out to eat, this is gonna be a lot harder, but if you're cooking at home, try not to cook with salt. Just add a little if you feel like you really need it, but most of the time that salt is gonna end up making you puffier because it's gonna retain more water. It probably goes without saying, but limiting or avoiding fried foods altogether, those are going to puff you right up. So like skip those, just really try to stick to the lean proteins, your veggies. But if you're like me and certain veggies make you puffy and bloated, like the broccolis, kales, and Brussels sprouts, all my hypo girls out there, just make sure you cook them really, really well. Steam them, make sure they are soft and tender, almost to the point where they're like kind of mushy. That's going to be a lot easier to digest and help you avoid that bloat. Also, make sure you give yourself 2 to 3 hours before going to bed to finish eating. So it's not about saying like, oh, you have to stop eating at 7 o'clock. If you don't go to bed till midnight, that might be like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock for you. And that's totally fine. But you need that time for your body to really digest and do the work. So it's not doing it overnight. It's just going to be more effective. And again, help reduce any of that excess belly bloat that's going to make your belly just kind of puff out and not look as flat. The other thing I've been doing for the last like year, mostly in secret, is bloat be gone. So I take 2 of these with my biggest meals of the day to make sure my body can break it down. So it's digestive enzyme blend. It has herbs in there. It's going to help you break down fats, carbs, and proteins. So your body actually can digest them better. So it's amazing to actually take before you eat something to help just limit the bloating from even happening. But if you've eaten something and you're feeling kind of puffy and bloated, you can take it then too, and it'll help reduce that bloating. Another thing that's really key is making sure that you have the right supplements to support your digestion. So obviously I talked about bloat be gone, but things like zinc, magnesium, turmeric, those are all gonna really help reduce inflammation, reduce bloating, and support good digestion. So obviously you could just like be taking all of these things separately, but it's a lot easier to get them in one. So I've shown you guys these before. The gem bites. These things are basically all of your vitamins and nutrients in one actual real food bite. So it's kind of like a little treat. Sometimes I'll have it during the day, but actually like having it post dinner, almost like a little dessert. I'll do it with my yogurt or something at the end of the night because they're actually really delicious. But then you know you're getting the turmeric and things to really help support that inflammation and just allow your body to feel its best. Another reason why I absolutely love these, besides the fact that it's actual real food and you're getting like over 20 vitamins and minerals plus like prebiotics and probiotics, is they actually are formulated for proper absorption. So a lot of the times if you're taking vitamins or supplements, your body might not actually be absorbing them, like giving your body everything it needs, but you know you absolutely are going to get them with these because they've purposely formulated them just for that. And as a girl with all the tummy problems, there are a lot of multivitamins I've taken that just make you end up feeling kind of nauseous and sick. I love Gem, and I think it's because it's actual whole food ingredients because I don't get that feeling. Because they're actually formulated for proper absorption, your body uses it, and because I have them after dinner so often, I have something in my stomach, it just works out, and again, it's like a little treat. If you guys haven't tried them yet, I do have a deal for you if it's your first time, so I'll put a link down below. Go check it out. The third thing that makes such a difference if you're trying to improve your digestion and be less bloated is getting some movement in after walking. And I know this isn't all like always practical. So for us, after we put our son down, we do our dinner, like sometimes we're not done until 9 or 9:30. I'm not gonna go for a walk, one, because it's dark and cold, it's late, we have our son, like it just doesn't make sense. So I started trying to force myself to not just sit on the couch and at least do some stretching, like just gentle movement, a little bit of like not even full out yoga, but just while we watch TV. And I really feel like it has a huge impact on my belly and like just how my body actually digests my food after I eat. And there's a lot of data that backs this up. If you can go for a 10-minute walk, even just 10 minutes after each meal, it is going to improve your digestion so much. You're gonna get extra steps in, which we all love, and it actually supports weight loss. But just whatever you do not go sit on the couch right after you finish eating. Just move, walk around your house, do some stretches, whatever it is, get some type of movement in. All right, so I know these have been kind of normal. There are some weird habits I still have to show you, but you know, sometimes the weirdest things actually make the biggest difference, and I swear these ones have been true for me, so stick around. The fourth thing I do every night that definitely makes a huge difference is drink something hot before I go to bed. And take magnesium. The two go together. So either we'll do like tea, I do my slumber party sleep boost a lot if I know like I had caffeine later in the day, or if I just feel like I need a little extra help falling asleep. But then the magnesium helps with digestion, especially for any of my constipated girls. It helps relax your muscles. So if you are working out a ton, and warm drinks help with digestion as well. So especially if you're eating dinner later into the evening, having something warm, maybe add some lemon to it, is really gonna help just kind of ease everything. This habit broke the internet. Like it was my most viewed reel ever on Instagram, went wildly viral, and some people loved it and some people were like, this is crazy. But here's the thing, while there's not a ton of actual like scientific data that says this works, there's a lot of anecdotal, which means people just saying, hey, I feel different when I do this. And I'm one of those people. I started doing castor oil patches back in like October of 2024 because I was having so many issues with my digestion again. And I was like, what is going on? And this is right at the same time I started taking bloat-bagon, and the two together have been like game changing. Like if you guys watch my reels or like any of my stories on Instagram, I have gone to the bathroom every single day, including while traveling on vacation, which has never happened in my life. I swear by them. I believe they make such a huge difference. The idea, especially putting them on your belly button, is that it helps with liver detoxification. It helps ease constipation. It helps everything kind of move through the intestines better. I don't know. It's supposed to have a million other miracles. At the end of the day, if you feel better doing it, keep doing it. Only downside as someone who self-tans and likes to be tan all the time is it does take the tan off. So you end up with a flower or square, whatever patch you're using, mark. Even after I scrub to exfoliate before doing self-tanning, it's like vacation, I'm gonna like not do it for a few nights, I feel like I still have a square on my belly that's like kind of there. So it's the only downside. But if you don't care about that, and obviously I do care about it, but I'm still doing it because that's how much this works. Okay, wait, I actually decided 6 and 7 kind of go hand in hand. Oh my gosh, my room is so messy. Disregard. They kind of go hand in hand. But number 6 is doing belly breathing before going to bed. So normally I'd have the lights out, but I want you to be able to see this. This is not cute, you guys. This is kind of the opposite of what we're going for. We want our bellies to feel like tight. And belly breathing, you need to like relax it fully, like just let her go and then bring it back in. But what it does is help reduce cortisol levels, stress levels. It's gonna help improve your digestion while you sleep and just help you sleep better in general. I like to do them just kind of until I start forgetting as I'm falling asleep, but at least doing 5. And essentially you just wanna fully relax. You can be on your back or on your side. I'm gonna do them on my side. And I'll share kind of why this makes sense with number 7, which is weird. But anyway, so just like expand your belly all the way and then fully contract it in. Number 7 is to sleep on your left side, not your right side, not your back, your left side. And this is all because of just our gut anatomy and where the small and large intestines are, the descending colon, pancreas, everything. Gravity is gonna work with you to help everything move and help reduce buildup of gas and bloating and just get everything going the right direction if you sleep on your left. Obviously, if you don't have regular bloating or constipation or anything and you sleep on your right side of your back, you're probably fine. But think about this next time, maybe you have a big meal, you eat out, or if you are experiencing any bloating, try to sleep on your left side because it is just gonna help your body work all of those things out. Again, I can't say it enough. The reviews of bloat-bagon have been crazy, and I didn't mean this to be all about it, but like it's just insane to me how much it's working for you girls, and the results you've been getting like is absolutely wild. That's why I made it, because I have all these issues and I wanted to be able to share it with you guys. So obviously take that, but then sleeping on your left side is also gonna support that digestion process the way that it's intended to and not have it get like stuck or have any like barriers, I guess, if you're sleeping on your right or on your back. Number 8 is one I feel like we only talk about when we're trying to lose weight or avoid gaining weight, but it actually is so important when it comes to improving digestion, reducing bloating, and a lot of other side effects that come from it. And that is not eating sugary sweet treats at bedtime, like at night. This is really probably one of the number 1 causes of that like puffy, distended feeling. It's probably because the food's not being broken down and digested. There's that fermentation happening and it's just creating all of that excess gas. The other thing that can happen is if you're having a bunch of sugar, your blood sugar spikes, your insulin rises to bring the glucose back down, and that can cause you to retain a lot of excess water. That elevated insulin can cause your kidneys to retain more sodium, and sodium retention is gonna pull in that water, and then you're gonna have that water retention and the puffiness. So all in all, it's best just to avoid sugary things and simple carbs at night, or just limit them as much as possible. And number 9 is swapping your blue light from like computer screens, phone screens, and things for a red light. So I either do a mask or have this little wand that I'll do pretty much every night before I go to bed for about 15 or 20 minutes to help me relax. I think we've all heard so many times about like blue light and red light and all the benefits. So red light has amazing benefits for like your skin, but one of the biggest things, especially when we're talking about puffiness, and this is why it's a weird one for being bloated, but it does really work, is it actually is gonna help like everything just slow down and relax. It's gonna support your hormones, which hormones are gonna impact your digestion and your bloating. It's gonna help your whole body kind of slowing down and going into that better sleep so your body can do all of the work it needs to do while you sleep. And there are a lot of studies that actually show that red light helps reduce overall inflammation and inflammation in the gut. So that's gonna help with that bloating, that puffiness, water retention. It all is connected, and it can help stimulate the vagus nerve. So if you have a more regulated nervous system, you're gonna have less stress and less stress-related bloating and puffiness, and your belly will be flatter. Like I said, you don't have to do all 9 of these every single night. You can start building them into your routine slowly, the ones that you feel like are gonna have the most impact for you. But it's also just really good to understand what causes that overnight bloat and puffiness so that you can kind of recognize what's creating it. Our bodies are still gonna kind of go through that process, but having something you know can help makes all the difference in the world and really just will help you wake up feeling so much better. All right, girls, I hope you like seeing these 9 habits to help just flatten out that belly and get rid of bloating. The great thing is they focus on bloating and digestion, but a lot of them are gonna double up helping you with actual weight loss goals as well. So if you did sweat the thumbs up, just give it a little click. Make sure you're subscribed and go check over in the post channel each week to see if you won my weekly subscriber giveaway. All right, love you guys. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.